my personal opinion, I thought that he took his time, he was patient, more focused.
He's looking like a beast. I mean, I'm telling you, this guy, Ryan will be world champion. He will be world champion finally, April 20th in New York.
Boxing legends have given their predictions for the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight. Amidst the flurry of speculations and heated debates preceding the bout, Eddie Hearn, the CEO of Matchroom Boxing, offered intriguing insights into the upcoming showdown. He said, "Devin Haney will be very dominant in the fight. You don't really know again where Ryan's at. If Ryan's at his best, he is going to be competitive. You know, he can punch hard. He has got good reactions. He has a good style to take on Devin Haney, but Devin is so focused, so razor sharp." Eddie suggested that the upcoming match promises fierce competition. Yet he harbors doubts about Garcia's focus on victory, considering his recent conduct. He also aligned with Haney's stance on the bout, but emphasized the formidable challenge King Rai poses. While Eddie Hearn's forecasts may gather support from numerous quarters, the outcome of a boxing match, particularly one of significant caliber, remains uncertain. However, historical statistics fail to deter Haney's confidence in his capacity to triumph. Rather than simply vowing to win, Haney boldly declares his intent to humiliate Garcia in the ring, emphasizing his unwavering assurance in his abilities. He said, "I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I'm going to beat him so bad we won't need a rematch. The world won't want to see a rematch. I have lost a lot of respect for him. I am a true professional in everything that I do. This guy is a fucking clown, and I'm getting this guy out of boxing." At this juncture, the confidence exuded by both contenders adds an electrifying edge to the impending bout. With their entire careers lying ahead, Haney and Garcia are poised to unleash their utmost determination in pursuit of triumph. In an intriguing twist, Kermel Moton, a rising talent under Floyd Mayweather's wing, fresh from securing his third professional victory, offered his prediction for a showdown between Garcia and Haney. According to Moton's forecast, the match is poised to culminate in a unanimous decision verdict.
Okay, how about Ryan versus Devin?
I think that's going to be a great fight also. They got a lot of history in the amateurs. I feel like Ryan will probably come out hard and try to spook Devin and rush him, try to get an early stoppage or something, but I feel like Devin just too smart for that.
During their electrifying DAZN face-off, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney engaged in a lively exchange discussing the potential for knockout blows. Haney, with an impressive tally of 15 knockout victories, expressed his intention to land a decisive right hand to send Garcia to the canvas. In response, Garcia playfully remarked that it would be a comedy if he were to floor a great fight with his vaunted left hook, a weapon he often boasts about. Amidst the anticipation, Kermel Moton voiced his excitement, predicting that the clash between Garcia and Haney would undoubtedly be a spectacle. Nevertheless, he leaned towards keeping Haney as the favorite over King Rai.
He gonna box, and then he gonna play it safe, and then he gonna start touching Devin up later rounds and get the unanimous decision.
In this particular scenario, it's noteworthy to highlight Devin Haney's adept understanding of his reach, standing at 5 feet 8 inches. Throughout his boxing career, Devin has consistently demonstrated a commendable utilization of his jab, employing a strategic and patient approach. Notably, he prefers maintaining a high guard and a considerable distance between his feet, enabling him to effectively gauge his opponent's positioning and disguise his own maneuvers. Consequently, Garcia should exercise caution. Any attempt by King Rai to swiftly conclude the fight may leave him vulnerable to being countered by the Dream. Meanwhile, Oscar de la Hoya, the promoter, is confidently forecasting a decisive knockout win for Garcia. He said, "Ryan will be ready. I see Ryan going out there and doing something special. Mark my words." De la Hoya asserts that Ryan, with his impressive record of 24 wins and 20 knockouts, is thoroughly acquainted with Haney's fighting style and is unequivocally prepared for their headline event. Oscar pays no heed to the peculiar content shared by 25-year-old Ryan on social media. He reasons that Ryan's posts take merely a moment to upload, with the remainder of his day dedicated to rigorous training for Haney. De la Hoya insists that whatever tactics Ryan employs, his youth ensures he'll enter the ring prepared for the bout, with no detriment to his performance. He said, "I think it's a knockout, I really do. I don't even know if it's down on the cards. Keep in mind, they're 3-3. They know each other. Ryan and Haney handled him. This is number 7, and it's for all the marbles." Many supporters believe that Haney has significantly progressed in his professional career compared to Ryan. Consequently, they tend to disregard the outcomes of their 6 previous encounters in the amateur circuit. Ryan's punching power has notably increased since his previous bouts with Haney, making him a more formidable opponent in the professional arena. If Ryan manages to land his powerful left hook squarely on the chin of the undefeated WBC champion, the outcome of their upcoming upcoming bout could be drastically altered. De La Hoya added, "People don't realize how competitive this is going to be." Absolutely. One thing about Ryan is he's on social media, and he has his moments where he wants to be who he is, said De La Hoya. Abraham Nova is firm in his conviction that come April 20th, Ryan Garcia will emerge victorious against Devin Haney. There's a heated debate surrounding the upcoming clash between two formidable fighters, each with their own loyal following. Haney recently claimed the title from the esteemed Regis Prograis in a stunning victory, showcasing his exceptional skills in the ring. On the other hand, Garcia marked his return to the ring with a triumphant win over Oscar Duarte, reminding everyone of his undeniable talent. With both fighters at the peak of their game, speculation runs rampant as to who will ultimately triumph in this highly anticipated showdown. Now, Nova steps into the ring to battle for the prestigious WBC super featherweight title against O'Shaquie Foster, with the electrifying match airing live on ESPN across the United States. In an exclusive interview with Boxing Scene, he confidently backed the challenger to emerge victorious. Nova said, "Ryan Garcia all day. He's gonna win. High possibility. Yes." Ex-world champion Mickey Bay confidently forecasts a smooth triumph in favor of Devin Haney. Bay confidently predicts that Ryan won't be able to claim a single round against Haney. He foresees Ryan enduring a relentless onslaught from Haney, with the referee inevitably intervening to stop the bout in either the 9th or 10th round.
It's already a built-in sellout with them two fighting, so that's a good time. And like that's like April, summertime here. So yeah, they're gonna do good. Yeah, I don't see Ryan. He gonna want that bag. Yeah, he gonna want the money.
Bay's forecast of a knockout seems far-fetched. Haney's cautious style doesn't lend itself to knocking out Ryan or any high-caliber opponent. Since his 4th-round victory over Zaur Abdullayev, a fringe 135-pound contender, in 2019, Haney hasn't scored a knockout. That was half a decade ago.
You know, we know Devin ain't going nowhere. So yeah, I think it's definitely gonna happen.
Who you favor?
Oh, Devin gonna wash him. Bad.
Wash him?
Yeah, it ain't even gonna be close. He ain't gonna win the round.
Is he gonna stop him or is he gonna go the distance?
I
For
think
the betters.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think he gonna stop him.
Mickey Bay added that Devin Haney is going to beat Ryan up, and the referee is going to have to jump in to stop him. He then said that he commends Ryan for taking this fight as he doesn't bluff, and he jumped right to it and got it done. Bay said that he commends Ryan for getting it done fast.
Stop him. I think he gonna beat him up, and the ref gonna have to jump in. I think he might take the beat, but I think the referee gonna have to stop it. I commend Ryan though for his heart and for taking these fights. He don't bluff. Like he jumped right back to it and got it done. So I definitely commend Ryan on getting it done fast. Like
Chris Algieri, a former world champion, predicts that the upcoming light welterweight bout will be an uneven matchup. Algieri attributes this assessment to Garcia's perceived lack of dedication and discipline in refining his skills. He said, "That's why this fight is a mismatch. You're taking the least disciplined guy, Ryan Garcia, against the most disciplined, Devin Haney." Algieri suggests that while Ryan Garcia may possess superior physical abilities, he faces a formidable challenge in the disciplined WBC light welterweight champion, Haney. He said, "You're talking about a guy with all the physical gifts and all the physical talent with no discipline. You're going against a guy who has superb discipline and talent-wise has physical gifts. Haney is the least gifted of the bunch in terms of Gervonta Davis, in terms of Teofimo, in terms of Ryan, and in terms of Matias." Ryan finds himself sailing a distinct vessel at Haney, buoyed by his immense social media presence, boasting 11 million devoted Instagram followers. His financial fortune, further bolstered by lucrative endorsements, sets him apart, not to mention the substantial windfall garnered from his clash with Gervonta Davis in the previous April. Algieri added, "He is the least physically gifted of the group, but he is the most disciplined and he is the most consistent. And that's why he is where he's at. And that's why he's at the top of the 140-pound division right now." Garcia seems to belong more to the realm of celebrity boxers rather than the typical blue-collar fighter, such as Haney and others. Unlike them, Ryan doesn't rely solely on boxing for financial security. To some observers, it appears he's merely coasting along, treating his career more like a side job than his primary vocation. According to Algieri, Finally, so in terms of the matchup, I think stylistically, it's a really bad matchup for Ryan. However, according to Isaac Cruz's manager, the upcoming bout is expected to result in Garcia emerging victorious. In an exclusive interview with BoxingScene.com, Sean Gibbons, manager of Cruz, asserts that the most anticipated rematch would undoubtedly feature Tank versus Cruz. Gibbons casts skepticism on Garcia's ability to overcome Haney in their upcoming bout. He said, "Dollars make sense to Gervonta, and Pitbull will be a better choice than Ryan Garcia again. I doubt Garcia even beats Haney." Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson is confident that Devin Haney will emerge triumphant in his upcoming bout against Ryan Garcia. Stevenson foresees a knockout victory for Haney, particularly citing Garcia's lack of focus as a determining factor. He said, "If he can't get that Gervonta Davis rematch, then there's no other outlet for him to go. I think the only move there is against me." Stevenson perceives that Ryan has placed greater emphasis on promoting and marketing the bout to boost ticket sales, rather than dedicating sufficient attention to readying himself for the upcoming match against the undefeated Haney. He said, "Yeah, in my opinion, I think Devin beats him, and I agree with Robert Garcia's son. He probably gets stopped by Devin just because of what I've seen. I'm on the outside. For me on the outside, he's been kind of more focused on selling tickets for the fight. Struggling to fill seats for their upcoming showdown at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, Ryan has been diligently laboring to spark excitement among fans. Meanwhile, Haney and his father, Bill, have been notably lax in their promotional efforts for the event. Haney has found himself inundated with tasks, leaving little time to spare, while his father eagerly promotes a potential showdown with Gervonta Davis, banking on Devin's victory over Ryan. Bill's focus on securing Devin's next fight has caused him to neglect the marketing efforts for the current one, evident in the lackluster ticket sales. However, Stevenson said, he's trying to make it a big fight more than coming prepared and being at his best. When I watched the sparring video that I saw where they said he was beating people up, I didn't view it as him looking super good. Haney and Bill's decision to prioritize Ryan over other undefeated contenders, despite his lack of merit, seems driven solely by financial motives. It's evident that Ryan hasn't proven himself worthy of a title shot, especially considering his defeat by Gervonta Davis last year and his victory over Oscar Duarte, a relatively marginal lightweight contender. According to Stevenson, Ryan looked kind of big and kind of hefty at that point of time. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he can win. As anticipation mounts, Haney's past adversary Jorge Linares casts doubt on Garcia's ability to emerge victorious. This upcoming bout marks their inaugural professional encounter, a stark departure from their clashes in the amateur arena. Despite their shared history of 3 previous encounters, the gulf in their accomplishments within the realm of professional boxing looms large. During a recent interview appearance, Linares issued a cautionary note to Garcia, highlighting Haney's formidable resilience in the ring. In a conversation with Linares, a journalist from Fight Hype probed the Venezuelan fighter about his thoughts on his previous adversary's forthcoming bout. He said, "I think he made the best decision in his life by moving to 140. Furthermore, when the journalist inquired of Linares whether Haney had exhibited improvement since their last bout, the ex-world champion had an abundance of insights to share. It's worth mentioning that during Haney and Linares' fight, the latter had managed to test Haney's chin and wobbled him. So, answering the reporter, Linares said, "I think he has a good chin. At that moment with me, he wobbled because he lost too much weight. However, now that Haney is competing in the 140-pound division, Linares thinks things are different. He said, now when he moved to 140, you see his body is different. I think his chin is different too, so we'll see." Meanwhile, Devin Haney has vowed to end Ryan Garcia's career during their upcoming fight. As the showdown approached, Garcia's mental well-being became a focal point of controversy. Initially, King Rai made a tipsy entrance at the inaugural press conference, followed by the uproar over his antics on X. Consequently, during an interview with Fight Hub TV on March 29th, Haney unequivocally expressed his determination to halt Garcia's career trajectory.
I mean, Ryan's been talking so much, but I feel like it's been motivating me even more, just to end him and just, get him out of boxing, because, he not taking the sport serious like he should. He's not being a good role model for the people that really looks up to him. And he's on this platform, but he's not making the best of it. He's doing everything else but promoting the fight and doing whatever the case he's doing. So I just feel like I just been super motivated.
With utmost conviction, Jorge Linares holds the belief that Ryan Garcia will encounter formidable challenges against Devin Haney, primarily due to Haney's remarkable resilience. Nonetheless, the veracity of Linares' prognostication remains shrouded in uncertainty until the bell rings on fight night. The contrasting levels of discipline and readiness displayed throughout Devin Haney's and Ryan Garcia's careers are poised to manifest as a substantial gulf when they step into the ring. The message gleaned from the latest installment of ProBox TV's Deep Waters was clear. Analyst Paulie Molina G didn't hold back in his critique of the widespread adoration surrounding social media sensation Garcia, labeling it as part of a broader trend of idiocracy. He said, "You enable and reward the idiocracy, and it's been rewarded for Ryan Garcia instead of him paying consequences for it. Getting this kind of fight is one of those things that enables it." Molina G admitted following his criticism that he is going to sound like one of those boomers. However, he delved into the reasons why Garcia's strategy might appear shallow when facing off against a seasoned, undefeated two-weight champion like Haney in the ring. Molina G added, "He's popular and generates money. The fact is, you don't have to promote the fight that much because he's got an idiot fan base that'll probably not watch it anyway because they're not boxing fans. It shows you the generation he's in and why the guy is so popular." Garcia suffered a setback from a punishing body shot delivered by Gervonta Davis back in April 2023. However, amidst this, Garcia is now poised to step into the ring for the second time in 3 fights with the ambition of clinching a championship belt. Molina G said that Garcia doesn't do himself any favors with his ability to put himself in a position to win and to maximize his promotability. All things said, the kid is still promotable if he gets his act together, but he doesn't maximize that, or his ability to win by doing these stupid things. We know that Garcia has shared a succession of disconcerting videos on social media, sparking concerns among certain onlookers who suspect a possible correlation with an ongoing. Despite this, Garcia's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, and others remain resolute in their assertion that the bout will proceed as planned. Molina G asserted that even with those problems, Garcia hadn't accomplished enough in the ring to get this date. He said, "Is it just his ability to sell? Does anything in his last fight make him an elite of the 140-pound division? At what point in time did we see Ryan Garcia and say, wow, this kid is a world beater? Sure, he's had some good moments, but he's not even really that good. He sells a lot, so they push him into big fights to generate pay-per-view sales." Even though Haney recently emerged victorious on the scorecards against Vasily Lomachenko, the champion of the 3 divisions, and Regis Prograis, the previous 140-pound champion, what has Garcia accomplished to be regarded as an equal, except for sharing 6 amateur bouts with Haney? Molina G said, "Haney's on a roll. Ryan Garcia may be regressing. Is it just, let's check his social media numbers? He's getting a lot of views?" They're all about lofty goals. Team Haney is prepared to do what they'll do to get onto the next big fight. They'll make a lot of money in this fight and the next one. Since Garcia's behavior and health were questioned during the fight's press conference, which launched a subsequent media circus, concerns have been voiced. However, Garcia has not hesitated to make fun of the WBC champion. Among Garcia's dubious actions in recent weeks were criticizing Haney's goals and disparaging his family. In a DAZN promotional video, Garcia maintained that his amateur bouts with Haney, which ended in a 3-3 draw, were cruel and inept even when they were adolescents. Garcia said, "We were at the Junior Olympic Nationals. We were about 14, 15, I went at him right away, and I had him hurt and wobbling in the middle of the ring. Everybody's going crazy." As the date of the fight approaches, the contrasting styles, strengths, and weaknesses of Haney and Garcia promise an electrifying showdown. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.